It's powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Good morning, Delaware. What's going on? It's your main man, Big Ive, the talk of the town. Mr. Positivity, the guy that makes things happen here in Delaware. So look, everyone's been wondering like what we got going on. We got this whole new thing that we're just going to highlight and talk about all these amazing movies. Now, let me get this straight. The movies that I talk about or some other my journalist friends talk about, they're amazing. They're simply amazing. So you have to go over and watch it on Tubi, Amazon. I don't give a damn where you watch it, but you got to watch it. So today, I have 9 amazing people on right now. Okay, there's a new zombie movie right in the nick of time of Halloween. Urban Flesh Eaters. Let me tell you something. If you haven't seen it, you gotta click on it. It is star-studded. I watched it. I'm a freaking fan, and you will be too. Executive producer, look, Lynette Blackwell, I don't have to say no more, award-winning. I have to say Rob Bass, executive producer. The one and only, Chantal. Did I say it right? Did I say it right?
You did. You did. That's perfect. Yes.
How are you? And then, okay, so let's do this because there's a lot of people on the horn. I'm gonna say like we clicking over on the horn. It's a lot of people on here that are in the movie, and every one of you were amazing, were simply amazing. All right, so Chantal, let's start with you. We're gonna do the roll call, and then you just pass it to somebody else, and give what you played.
All right. So yes, I am Chantal Maurice, and I have the pleasure of playing Sin in Urban Flesh Eaters. I'm gonna pop it over to my man Blaze. Go ahead.
What's going on, everybody? I am Maurice P. Kerry. I play the role of Blaze as well as associate producer on the film Urban Flesh Eaters.
How y'all doing? My name is Ashley, and I play Luci. I play the crazy best friend to my girl Sin.
Who we got next? I want to go with not the janitor, my man Chris.
Hello, my name is Chris Rumble. I play Mr. Elmo. Honored to meet you, Ivan, and it's great to see these lovely faces here on this broadcast.
I love it. Who else we got?
I'm Josiah Ekari, and I play the role of Jared, the zombie operationalist.
And the guy from the water department.
How's everybody doing? My name is Raziel Liz. I play Miguel, the not everybody's favorite character, so to say.
Yeah, you started speaking Spanish towards the end, man. I knew it was something was going on with you. And the crazy church lady. Awesome. Awesome. And the one and only, Miss Lynette.
Hi, my name is Lynette J. Blackwell. I am one of the co-writers, executive producer, and producer on the ground for Urban Flesh Eaters.
Great movie again. I can't wait to, they start handing out awards. I'm gonna be the first one there. Lynette, how did it all come together?
It came together over like almost 10 years ago. Rob Bass, yes, the Mr. It Takes Two himself. He asked me to write him a zombie movie. At that time, I wasn't writing films; I was doing plays. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And it wasn't until like 2021 he came back to me and was like, "Where's my zombie movie?" Rob thinks he's a zombie connoisseur, so he feels like he knows all about zombies, and he wanted something that was fresh and something urban, something for us that you don't really see a lot of African American movies about zombies. We're sprinkled in here and there in the movie. So he asked me again, and at that time I was doing films. So I was like, you know what? I'm ready to write a film about it. I got my niece to co-write with me, and we sat down and for like about 2 years just plugged in until we got this movie together to film in 2024.
Okay, so we talked about years ago. Now we're talking about right now. how the hell did you put this amazing cast together? That's what I want to know, because again, you know, when you watch some movies, sometimes one person can act, the supporting actor sucks, but everyone in here played a huge role. Like everyone should be like the main actor. But like, how did you do it?
Well, I'm going to start, and then I'm going to have Chantal take over because her company was our casting director. I
Okay.
wanted, usually a lot of these movies now, they want influencers, which I have nothing against influencers being in movies, but I wanted actors. And I'm not
Mhm.
saying influencers are not actors, but I wanted
I get
people
it.
who are just been acting and trying to get out here to do it on bigger platforms and who have been studying the art. I wanted those type of actors. Chantal was always my number one. She was always Sin, because back in 2020, I told her when I met her that I was going to write a film for her. And that's how this came about. When I started writing this, she was always Sin. She just had to say yes. And so
Mhm.
once we decided to start doing it, I said, "Hey," she said, "I can." She read the script. She said, "Let me let her finish," because she was the one to say, I can do this. I can cast this whole film." And she took over. So go ahead.
Yes. So, in addition to being an actor, I'm an acting coach and I have my own acting studio in
Mhm.
Atlanta called Co-Star Coaching. So when Lynette sent me the script, as I was reading it, the characters did start popping out in my brain. So there were for a certain amount of people that like I'm like, I think this person can do this. We also use breakdown services. So, you
Mhm.
know, for other roles like Mr. Elmo and Miguel, we reached out to people that like were kind of out of our immediate circle or immediate
Mhm.
actors that I knew of, or maybe had coached or had worked with, or just know in the Atlanta scene. Um,
Mhm.
and like Lynette said, Maurice brought Josiah to us. There were certain people like Akira. When we saw her tape, I was like, Lynette, this is Jess. This is my daughter, because Lynette had another actress in mind. But when I
Mhm.
saw Akira's tape, I was like, she's it. Like I
Mm.
know it, I feel it. Like please just give her a chance. Let's do a read. Ashley, I was just like, I think we already have a Luci. Like we can have her read, we can have her do all the chemistry reads, but we saw each
Mhm.
other at a film festival in Miami, and I was like, hey, I have an audition for you. I will say, you know, as a casting director, we don't make the final decisions. The writers, directors, and producers, the creative team, they make those final decisions. But I was able to bring actors together to present to Lynette, to Pat Stevens, and to Rob Bass for them to make the final decision. So I was really grateful for that. And, you know, I will say Lynette gets all the credit for Mr. Elmo, because when I read the script, I just knew Mr. Elmo was a black man. And
He
so when we
was.
put it on breakdown services and she had different people read it, and I was like, okay, wait, what's going on here? And she was like, wait, just hear me out, hear me out. So it was a collaborative process. You know, it wasn't just me. Like I said, Maurice also brought people. He also brought featured actors to the project as well. And Lynette was the mastermind behind Mr. Elmo, because she saw something, even though it was written a certain way. When his take came in, I mean, it blew everyone, because I had someone in mind, but
Okay.
Chris's audition tape blew everyone out of the water. And I think he he brings something so special to the movie that it would not be the same without him. So I think everybody brought something, and like it was just in alignment that everyone that was on board for the film definitely was supposed to be a part of it.
I gotta agree. I gotta agree, right? Mr. Elmo. Okay, Mr. Elmo, you gotta just hop in the character for me real quick and for the people. Because I swear to you, when you first opened, I didn't know what to expect, right? I'm like, okay, they got a super, you know, the super is gonna be a black guy, everybody in the movie black, but it was definitely a diverse cast. No, I see Mr. Elmo, and he's just like the crazy smart guy in the movie.
What you talking about? I'm a black man. Come on, man. I'm a light-skinned black man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I stand corrected. All right, cool. Hey, Maurice, now you get the phone call from Chantal, right? You get it. What's that? How are you feeling on that call? And what are you thinking when your first day on set?
Uh, well, actually, I got the I got the phone call from Lynette.
Mhm.
Lynette called me directly and was like, yo, you're Blaze. I want you to be my Blaze for my film. And I was like, okay. You know, she's always been very supportive in my career, and she's put me in multiple films. The Pink Fight up on my wall for BET, as well as All Blacks, Wicked City. She helped get me on that. And so the moment she gave me that call, I was like, too easy. Like I'm not even just send it over. Let me make sure I'm not doing nothing too wild out there. I gave it a read and it was like, yeah, it's a done deal. I'm with it. So I was grateful that she even thought of me to do her first feature film. Like you thought of me. You like hundreds of thousands of actors in the world, and you thought of me.
Wow. Wow. I love that. I love that. I love that. First day on set, what was it like for you? And
First
day
day,
on set.
First day on set. First day on set. I honestly, I was just trying to see what was what because, it was my first, major role in a horror film,
Mhm.
and I just wanted to see what was going on and how things were going to work and who was doing what. You wanted to meet everybody and just kind of get a good atmosphere, a good feeling for everybody because having that camaraderie as well as chemistry does help make that movie.
I love it. Okay, Ashley, you're the best friend. You was the one talking all that trash. You was the hood one, but the one that kept her in line. How was that for you when you got that call?
It was amazing. So when I first met Chantal, we just kind of clicked, like she said in Miami at a film festival. And she was like, I got an audition for you. And I was like, cool, thank you. And I'm like, look at God, I wasn't even supposed to be out there. So to show you how things come full circle, and it's just like, you know what, I got that call, like, oh, you actually booked it. I was
Mm.
I was ecstatic just to be on set with these great, talented people. I've worked with Lynette before, and she was like, I'm gonna get you again, and many times she has said, oh, I need you to audition for me. I need you to audition. So when I actually booked it, for all the actors on here, a lot of the times we do get a lot of no's. Like, that's just comes with the territory. But to get
Right.
that felt so refreshing. Then to see that I'm with a bunch of talented people, it was just phenomenal. I was just ready to get to work.
This question's for the floor. Has any of y'all ever worked together before? And how was this a different experience for you on a black zombie? I don't want to say black zombie movie, a great zombie movie. We're not going to put it in a box, black or white, in a zombie movie, right? How have you worked before and how was it?
Maurice actually was my husband in
Yeah.
in another movie.
What movie?
It was called Urge. You can actually
Urge.
that one on Tubi as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he played
Movie
my
on
husband.
Amazon.
Yeah, he played my husband. So it was cool. Like I'm used to, kind of having different, roles with Maurice, but we easy. We could drop in and out, He's really talented.
Yeah.
I
With,
love it.
Yeah, with Ashley, I've done 2 movies with Ashley, and then with Raziel, with Raziel. So when I first started acting, literally first started acting, I did a film that it never came out, right?
No, it never came out. No.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
He scared me for a minute. I
Thank
say, wait a minute. What type of movie you did over there?
I was still learning. I was still learning like where not to go to try to get these roles. And he was there, and I still got pictures back when I had long hair and everything.
Okay.
And so we did actually work together, and we were on set together for our Urban Flesh Eater. And he was like, "Oh, we did that little movie down in the basement with the camcorder and the people with the bags over their head, tied behind the back." I was like, "Whoa!"
Was that a movie?
Exactly. See,
Oh, was that
that
news?
reaction? That reaction? That was the reaction.
Oh my God, Josiah, is this your first movie?
No, it's not actually.
All right. Well, what other movies you been in, and what did you really love about this movie?
Other movies I've been in, The Perfect Mother, where Mr. Maurice was actually my uncle, which is kind of funny. And another movie, I do have a movie coming out soon called Mighty Bonkers Goes to Camp.
Okay.
But something I do love about this movie is the zombies. The zombies were so cool. The effects on their faces, like the bitten pieces, the flesh like tearing off. It was so dope to see that. And I'm just staring at them. I'm looking at them dead in their face like, I'm about to be running from you and like, but this is so cool. I would not be.
You need a sequel now. You got him all hyped now. You got to have a sequel.
Yeah, he messed up though because he cut his darn dread, so I'm gonna have to write it where it's like a longer period of time because he doesn't have those long dreads anymore. But yeah, definitely.
But now that's the problem now. Now, when you're talking about zombie movies, we're going back to like 1950, right? The Night of the Living Dead, the original one. And you met Steve. Steve was like, that's the only one that he can outrun in 1950. So after that, they got a crazy franchise. So do you see a franchise in the making when it comes to this one? Because this was shot extremely well. The problem with me, it from a producer's eye. I'm looking at the camera, I'm listening to the sound, I'm looking at the colors, and I'm listening and I'm paying attention to the script. It was extremely well. Do you see a series or a bigger franchise with this?
I definitely see that. I want to shout out to our production team, our production company, Blueprint Stories, who is head by EA Dotson, who was our director. He was our DP. He was our editor. He did a whole lot of stuff, but he was so good visually. It looks amazing. He's really good at what he does, and he was a really great director. Like I know the cast can attest to that. I think it's definitely a need. I think there's definitely room because there's not any movies like this, and even though it was a comedy, also it's not like a slapstick comedy. So the comedy, so it's had so many a lot of blended genres. So I feel like there's room, for us to be able to make our own lane in this genre and zombies and stuff. So a part two, I think, is needed and wanted. I want it. I think, the only thing is I just feel like some of the people that's on here didn't make it unless I bring them back as flashbacks or dreams. Because
you can put a whole TV series together, like Night of the Living Dead. What is it? What's the one we always watch? What is it?
Walking Dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Yeah,
I know a guy with a TV network, but anyhow, yeah, we can definitely do that. I got to ask my guy from the water department. All right, what did you love about the movie? What other movies did you star in, and all that great stuff?
There's a lot of things I loved about the movie. Like I said in the interview before, from the beginning to the audition purpose, all the way to the movie being made. Movies I've been in a few movies. I've been on HBO, David Makes Man, Stakes and Monsters on Amazon, and Annihilation of Man on Tubi, and a few other ones as well. As far as this movie, I loved it from the beginning to end. I always joke with Chantal about it in the audition process. There was a scene being played, and I had to burp while I was doing my audition, so I actually let the burp out during the audition, and it made it to the cut. And my wife looked at me like, "You're gonna put this in the audition?" I was like, "Yeah, I was just saying that it felt so natural to just go with it." We did 2 takes, one serious and one like that. And when I got to set, that's one of the first things Chantal said to me. She was like, "I know you guys burping on the camera, this and that." But luckily, it worked out and liked it, and stuff like that. But as far as filming it, I loved it a lot. There's a lot of things that happened in the film that I was just like, wow, I can't believe we pulled that off. And me and Maurice had one of my favorite scenes, probably one of my favorite scenes I've done in acting to this day, where me and him, I'm sure you've seen the movie with me and him in each other's faces, and we have an intense scene. When we was filming that behind the scenes, people were questioning, like, wow, do these guys really have a problem in real life? Like, you guys all right? What's going on? Because we was giving each other so much. But like I said, from beginning to end, I like everything about it. The cast, the behind the scenes. I have so much behind the scenes footage on my phone that I still got to release. Everything was wonderful. I have no complaints. I'll do it all over again. If if I could, it's like I love everything about it. I could go on forever talking about it.
And let me say this, and Chantal, this is for you. All right, we were watching and we had to rewind, a couple of times when a man with the dreads, the Jamaican guy, right, dreads, and he started. He's like he's going to stay behind, and Maurice said he got 8 bullets, right, and he just went off. Were you trying to hide your face from laughing? Huh? Did he shock you? Did he shock you?
First of all, Jason Louder, yes. He couldn't join us today. He's booked and busy, so he's headed to another job. But he was being insane. Okay, he was improving. Lynette and EA just let him go wild. And so, yes, I had to turn my head because every take, he was just saying something completely different, completely ridiculous. And I just knew that he was taking it there. So yes, I turned away so that the camera could not catch me laughing. Yes.
Yo, it was hilarious. Steve said, I just turned my head. Steve's like, yo, you see that? And I was like, what? He's like, yo, she is laughing her butt off. And I went back, and homeboy just caught me off guard because he immediately went to 2012, like hip hop, right? And I was like, oh my God, no, he didn't just say that. And again, great movie, great movie. You got to see it. Make sure you tune in to Tubi, check it out. Okay, Church Lady, boom. All right, let's talk about your character because everything you were talking about was the Lord, the Lord, the Lord. The Lord didn't save you when that zombie was coming at you. How was it on set for you?
Well, so I went into the industry mainly to play African roles. I'm originally Nigerian, and I didn't mind the typecast. So when I was cast for this role, I was like, perfect. I could be authentically me. So yeah, I mean, we have people, we all know someone like that who's always self-righteous and quoting scriptures. So I was able to, play that role effectively. I've known people like that. So it was fun. The cast and crew are awesome. Everybody was on top of their game, so it was easy to do the role. It will be my first acting in a feature film. I've been in a lot of shorts already as the African mother, African auntie. So this is actually my first debut in the industry as a first feature film, which I'm very grateful for. But yes, it was fun playing that role.
I love it. I love it. Chris, what was it like for you on set, bro?
Yeah, this is my first feature film too. I've been in about 20 films, but you'd have to be at a festival or a college camp to see it. But for me, in all of those, except for one, there was one other that was like this. When I'm on set and I'm just trying to immerse myself in character, I feel like as a cast in general, on other sets, we were like, there was a feeling of, oh, we're trying so hard to be a certain thing and we really hope people like this. But on this set, it was like people would just let it rip, and they were who they were, and they were completely immersed. And the first scene I did was Akira, and I felt like, wow, I am with some real actors here, people who really know how to act and not just memorize lines and then say them in a certain way, but know how to really relate, connect. Some of the most powerful experiences I've had as an actor, the most dynamic connections I've had with other actors was on this set, and I'll never forget it, and I'll never stop being grateful for that, Lynette. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Yeah, it has been amazing. I love these folks.
Oh man, yo, it's touching, bro. You're gonna make a brother cry right now.
Me
Jeez.
too.
No, yeah, but it is. It's great when you can find people that you can work with and you can mesh, and it doesn't become work anymore. It becomes family. This is something that will go down in history. Like you made a great movie, but you also made great friends and made great family within it. I have a question. My next question is: explain your acting style in one word, right? And tell me who motivated you to act. Open floor.
Or are you still talking to me, Ivan?
Anyone, go ahead. Open floor.
Yeah, let me think about that. Let's go to someone else who has a better answer already.
For me, I would say, if I have one word, I would say risky. And somebody that motivated me for acting is between Leonardo DiCaprio and Antonio Banderas. Leonardo DiCaprio plays roles where he's like skyrocketing over the top, where he's really low key. He's played roles where it's like he's calm and then just boom, instantly losing his mind and like doesn't mind being out of character. And Antonio Banderas, due to the fact that as a kid growing up, he was the first person I could relate to as a Hispanic, watching him in a movie that wasn't just like a soap opera where everybody's getting slapped. You know what I mean? Like how the soap operas go to Spanish, the novellas. So it was my first time seeing an actor in an American film and feeling like, wow, I can relate to that. So between Antonio Banderas and Leonardo DiCaprio is kind of where I meshed my style out as growing up as an actor. And yeah, risky is what I would call my acting skills, my acting style.
Love it.
My favorite actor is Denzel Washington. hands down. When you see him on screen, you believe it. You believe it, and that's what I aspire to.
Love it, love it. One word to describe your acting style, Chris.
Oh, real.
Real. Love it, love it. Ashley? You're on mute. There you go.
Trying to, my fingers were not touching nothing. So I would say my acting style is it's strong-willed. I think it's easy for me to play like in your face. And so when I get to have fun, be it strong or fun or whatever, I'm still gonna bring like a strong energy, I think, to my roles. And of course, I love Denzel, but as a woman, I've always looked up to Angela Bassett. Her roles are always strong. Whatever she brings the great. Like if she's gonna be crying, she's going all out. If she's, happy, she's going all out. She's just strong-willed, and I love that characteristic from her.
I love it. Who we got? Maurice, who you got with Maurice? Did you give me one word, Ashley?
Well, strong-willed is kind of like a hyphenated,
Okay.
Let's just say strong, okay?
Strong. Maurice.
Yeah. If I had to give you one word, I would probably say empathetic. Empathetic. I think most things can be found in human, in all humanity, all of our feelings, everything. In other humans, we can find what we need if we're just paying attention. And if I had to go to an actor, most people wouldn't think of it this way, but if I had to go to an actor that really inspired me and continues to inspire me, and I genuinely want to work with one day, it would be Sylvester Stallone. People forget because he had such an amazing action career.
Yeah.
He actually blew up off a drama.
Yeah.
Rocky was a drama.
Yeah. Did you ever hear the story about Rocky?
Yes. And
If
see, the
that-
thing is, because I was formerly homeless myself, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a Marine. And when I got out of the military, I was homeless. I lived in my friend's car for about a year. And so that resonates with me in a way that maybe other people, his whole story just resonates with me. So if I would say there was one person that I could really work with because I get him, it would be Sylvester Stallone. Again, because he started out as a dramatic actor. He didn't start out as an action. He just ended up there.
Yeah, and he brokered the hell out of his deal too. So, and Maurice, thank you for your service, man. I really appreciate that for your service, bro. If you never seen, if everyone watching never heard of the Sylvester Stallone story, go check it out. It will change your life. It will show you, give you the perfect example of grit and everything that you need to succeed in life. Like it is life changing. And when you're talking about someone that went all in because they believed in their craft, that's exactly the testament, the example that we need to just keep going on when we're on empty. And when I mean empty, empty. So make sure you check that out. Okay, Chantal.
So if I had to choose a word to describe my acting style, I would say truthful. And in reference to who inspired me, I started acting at 10, so very young. So imprinted in my brain is Queen Latifah. She was so much more than an actor. She was an entertainer, a rapper. She did films, drama, comedy, musicals, Broadway, talk show host. So she has been someone who's just been imprinted in my brain as just a strong woman and just overall talented and not stuck to just one area and allowed her skills and talents to blossom. So Queen Latifah.
I love it. And Miss Church lady that threw the Bible. Well, no, someone threw the Bible. I think Ashley threw the Bible at you.
No. One word will be authentic to describe my acting style. And an actress that I look up to will be Viola Davis for her versatility. Every of her role, you can see that same word, authenticity, in all the characters that she plays.
Awesome. Josiah?
One word I would give is genuine. When I act, I think of real life moments that happen and I portray it on my face. A person I look up to Mr. Chris stole my answer. No, I'm just kidding. Denzel Washington.
A lot of us out there, brother. Yep.
I've seen his movies and I love the way he acts. I love that if he can play happy, but he's so good at being a villain. And it's mind-blowing how well you can switch that on. Becoming a villain, you either have to have gone through something or you just have to do it. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Miss Blackwell.
Oh, well, I'm not an actor. I
Well,
mean,
but you know,
I
well, you
play one sometimes,
Superwoman.
but
Yeah, you Superwoman.
but if one word for me, I would say driven,
Mhm,
because I had to really sit back and think when I had time to breathe, because I'm always like on autopilot, and
mhm,
just when I thought about like everything we've done to get this movie done, everything we did to get this movie done, I didn't give myself enough credit, and I think a lot of times that's from just growing up and not being seen as much and stuff. So you kind of hide behind those things, and you don't feel like you can, be happy
mhm,
and really celebrate success and the things
mhm.
that you do. I just want to just reiterate something that we did this movie in 10 days.
Mm.
We
Wow.
10 days. It was 12 plus hour days. These people came every day, work to work hard. Stunts, we didn't have a budget for stunts. They did their own stunts. You know what I mean? We didn't have
Mm.
the body doubles, let's say, for them. So they did their own stunts. We had stunt people on set. Thank you to our stunt coordinator, Superman Charles Huggins, and also our stunt supervisor Tim McAdams. Um, but they did their own stunts, and they came every day ready to work. And for this to be my first full feature. This is not my first film, but my first full feature that we invested in ourselves,
Mhm.
and got this done. And to have all these people come in and trust the process and
Yeah.
trust that we were going to get it right, even if we wasn't sure we were going to get it right at the time, but to trust us and come in and give their all. I mean, even tonight, for them
Yeah.
today, this morning, for them to be here, and to come and want to be, be a part of this interview. I love them so much, and I appreciate, all of them for loving me and for doing the most, to
Yeah.
make this film
Yeah.
be what it is,
Yeah.
and to get it to this success. The person that I've been looking up to for years has been Tyler Perry. I know it's probably cliche because a lot of people look up to him, but I've been watching him for years. I became a playwright because of him, and I just love all of the things that he does. So he is someone that I look up to and want to one day be able to work with in the future.
All right, I'm gonna send this video right to him. Like, yo, I need you to check this out, bro. Like,
Please do, please do. Tyler, call
everyone,
me.
call you. All right, you got it. Hey, Tyler, everyone need you to call her. All right, Ms. Blackwell. Everyone, thank you so much. I know you're really busy, but just jumping on the phone with me tonight, this morning, today, whatever time it is you're watching it. Thank you again. You all are amazing. I don't wish luck. I don't wish break a leg. I just go get them. Go keep doing what you're doing because the movie is great. But you all are better human beings, are amazing human beings. So, okay. With that being said, anything you want to drop? Anything you want to say? Your Instagram, all that stuff to have people follow you. Because right now we're in 400,000 homes in the state of Delaware and like another 60, 70,000 online. Well, more than that online. So
Ooh, love it.
go ahead and drop whatever you want to drop. They're going to follow you. My audience will be your audience.
Well, I'll start off, and thanks again, Ivan, for having us. We appreciate you. Lynette J. Blackwell on all socials, and please go watch Urban Flesh Eaters on Tubi, on Apple TV. We're also on Roku, and we're on one more. I could not pronounce it, so I'm just going to say XUMO, whatever that. I think that's Comcast. We're also there, so go watch us there.
Okay.
Find me at Chris Rumble on Instagram. That's Chris Rumble 1 Instagram, Chris Rumble on Facebook. Love to see you there.
Got you. I'm Maurice P. Kerry. That's Maurice P Kerry on all socials. Make sure you go check out Urban Flesh Eaters and then also Beyond the Gates on CBS.
Are you in that?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sitting here like, yo, bro's in that. Yo, amazing. Okay, amazing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm telling you I'm fanboying around that real quick. All right, I'm bad. Okay, I'm back.
It's okay. It's okay. Great.
I love that. I love how they did that. That is amazing. It's time to. I'm so happy to see us in front of the camera. You know, more than anything because we are so underrepresented. But again, hats off to all you. Freaking proud of all y'all. Okay.
We film every day, so as soon as we're done here, I'm like, I'm out.
All right, who we got next? Ashley.
Yes, Ashley Forrestier. My name on Instagram and all socials is Creole One Queen. That's CREOLE, the number 1 Queen.
Gotcha. And who else we got? Boom, boom. We got.
I'm next.
You got it. Go ahead. Tell them.
You can find me as Josiah Ekari on all socials. That's JOSIAH EKARI.
My man. My man. We got the church lady.
You can find me. You can find me on Instagram at TOSINGER, the actress, Tosinga the actress, and online tosinga.com, TOSINGER. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. We got the water guy, the water maintenance guy.
I'm on Instagram and other social platforms as Raziel_Liz. It's RAXIEL_LIZ on Instagram. And check me out there for movies, music, books, and all the above.
Cool. Thank you, Rox. And Miss Chantal Maurice.
Yes, so that's Chantal, CHANTAL. It's tall, not tell. We don't tell because snitches get stitches, and sometimes they end up in ditches. So you can find me on Instagram, chantalmaurice.com, and that is just across the board. Chantal Maurice, I'm going to pop up. So, yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, everyone, thank you so much for coming on and dropping on with me and spending your time and space. That means a lot to me. All right, so you got the keys to the station. That means anytime that you got something going on, you need me to talk about it, to bring you on to highlight it, to make sure that my people see you and just give me a holler. You can come back anytime and just drop it. All right, because I'm a fan and my followers will now be fans, but they're not already fans. You guys rock. Urban Flesh Eaters is in your tablet, in your home, and make sure you check it out on Apple, Tubi. What was the XO? What was it?
XUCO. Wait, XUMO.
Okay.
And
Zumo. I think it's called Zumo. I think that's how it's called, Zumo.
That's
Zumo.
what it is.
All right.
Zumo and Roku. And it's on all Roku.
The X is like a Z.
Also.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome movie. If you're in the zombie movies, I think one of the best that I've seen this year. I'm happy that I saw it. I'm amazed because I went in there just saying, okay, let's see what this is about. And I swear to you, let me tell you this, Lynette, when you first sent it to me to take a look at it, we were in our production meeting it was Tuesday, and you sent it, and I just stopped everything I was doing, and I hit the big screen, and I put it on the big screen, and we all sat there like, oh my, this looks good. And now I can go back and tell them like, yo, this was great. It beat good. It's far past good. But anyway, thanks again for coming. Thank you at home for watching. Make sure you follow all these amazing actors and actresses because they are just freaking great. And this is what we're doing now. We're just going to make sure that you are getting all the information of what's going on in entertainment, in the entertainment industry. All right. Urban Flesh Eaters, make sure you check it out. Tubi, Apple, Zuma. Apple,
and Roku.
All right. Make sure you follow. Good Morning Delaware. See you tomorrow.